Hey guys, welcome back to the Propsmith. I'm gonna do something a little different today. I usually just fight boffer, so I don't really need character development or anything like that. I just need a boffer. But I was talking to Will, I believe it is, from larpgasm. If you haven't seen his videos, go check him out. I learned a ton of stuff, like from how to pick locks to how to fix broken economies and larps. Every time I watch a video, I learn something new. So go check him out. Not until you're done with this. So we were talking that I need a character and a backstory for it. So my character, my first one, it's not good. First ones never are. But my first character is Asher. He's a human. And I've got about 2 pages. They're small pages of backstory that I'd like to share with y'all, and I'd like some input. I do not know it by heart because I just wrote it and I'm going to record this now. So I'm going to read from it. I may put some pictures up, I may not. I won't know until I'm done. But please bear with me and tell me what y'all think. You there. Yes, you. I hear word around the tavern that you're in search of tale to be told while you enjoy your drink. So sit, be merry. For the tale that I'm about to tell you is not yours, but 'tis mine, and it's not a happy one. The tale begins like any shall, with my mother and father. My father, a great knight of the realm, sworn to the king by blood and honor. My mother, well, she was much less. A seamstress by trade, known not for her skill with the needle, but of the beauty of her face. And it was for this that she was accepted into the castle. She was sewing tapestries. Not well, either, mind you. But was kept because of her beauty. For everybody needs something nice to look at. It was there where she met my father, and in one night of drunken stupor, not of all his fault either, they had me. It wasn't until I was born that she was found out, and shunned, banished from the kingdom, my father receiving no repercussions, for he was a knight and above anything like that. She and I wandered, season to season, winter to summer, getting by on her amateur needlework, and my begging in the streets for mere copper. It was there in the streets of my 7th winter, bundled up, hand out asking for coin, that I was found by a dwarf armored in steel, a sword strapped to his side. He beckoned me over, and ordered me to fetch what parent I had. As I brought my mother to him, he held out a single gold coin, much more than the coppers that we were used to. She took it without a second thought, pocketed it, and walked away. I was legally bound to this dwarf for a mere gold. It was with him that I ventured the land, until we found a place to settle. High in the mountains we built a forge, a smithery, where we could make armor and steel. It was with him that I learned the trade of blacksmith. I worked with him for many years, and it was in my 17th that I was told that we were venturing to a place that I had only heard of and never seen, where a great tournament was to be held, and where we were to peddle our wares and earn our keep. It was there where we were approached by an old knight, a great hulk of a man, dim in the eyes, gray in the hair, but yet there was something about him, something I didn't quite catch on, but he was familiar. He came to us with a breastplate, dull, indented, the straps of leather holding it together barely. My master passed it upon me. My master tasked it upon me to fix it, saying that if I did good enough work with this, that I would become a partner, not a slave. So I toiled for 2 days and 2 nights, tiring much more than I ever had, not noticing a small crack appear upon the breastplate. It wasn't until the next morn, when the old knight came to retrieve his armor, that he said his name. It wasn't an important name, but it struck a chord with me, and I couldn't remember why. It wasn't until we sat amongst all the other commoners watching the tournament that he was announced, and I remembered. That was the name of my father. My mother spoke of him often. Not always good, but often enough that I should remember it. It was also in that fight, that fateful duel, that he was stabbed through the breastplate and the crack that I had made. The king, furious, petitioned his fellow knights to find who did this, who made the armor so weak that a single thrust would be able to penetrate it. It was then that I was found out. I was banished, just like my mother, for shoddy work. Banished from the kingdom. My master, as well, furious that he set me free, saying that he did not want to be associated with a failure such as I. So I wandered. What little gold I had, and a sword, the only thing to my name. I wandered for years, getting by on loot I scrounged up, killing a beast here and there, mercenary work mostly. That's how you find me here. The shoddy alehouse, telling you this horrid story, to where you might find a little joy in it, knowing that it's not you. You perhaps have a copper I could have. Okay, guys, so that was absolutely horrible, and I stumbled through it, and I apologize for that, because usually I can think of things off the top of my head, and that was bad. So go ahead and tell me what you think down in the comments. What I could work on, things like that, if it's an okay backstory or if it's not. But thank you guys for listening to me talk and listening to that horrible backstory. Alright guys, catch you next time.